Welcome back, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to Merschwerks. I've made a lot of pens on this channel, typically in shorts, but today I'm going to show you the whole process I go through while making a pen. I'm going to make a 7mm slimline pen today out of maple. The pen kit should contain 2 pen tubes, a center tip, a center band, a clip, a cap, a refill, and the twist mechanism. The other things I use are, well, the lathe, cutting tools, of course, 7mm mandrel, bushings, 7mm drill bit, a 7mm barrel trimmer, glue, lots of CA glue, thin and medium, as well as accelerant, sanding supplies, and a pen blank. I also like to use this pen press for finishing. And I use the Nova Light G3 pen turning chuck. It includes this mandrel saver. Before cutting this wood up, I usually like to pick a side and draw a line down the middle. With a zigzag swirl, it doesn't really matter, but it will come in handy later. Now, this piece of wood needs a hole, so you can get those pen tubes in there. I'll throw this on my chuck and get a hole bored down the center. Now, as it's bored out, I'll measure 1 pen tube length and then cut it off right there. Then I'll bore it straight through there and I'll measure another pen tube length and cut it off again. Now it's time to glue this whole thing up. I like to pour thin CA glue right in there, really douse the thing, soak it up. There we go, got it coated. Now we want to scuff up these tubes with some sandpaper. This will help the adhesion with the glue on the inside. So a thin layer of medium. And then I'll push it into the pen tube and make sure I twist it. Get a good coating all around the inside. And then the accelerant, spray some on the ends, because I'm impatient and don't want to sit around and wait for the glue to dry. Now step 3, I'll trim these ends up with the barrel trimmer. Make sure the wood gets flush with those tubes. And it also makes sure there's no extra glue that got stuck in the pin tube. That could be a problem when putting all the pieces together at the end. So it's time to place the wood on the mandrel. This is where that line from earlier comes into play. You want to line up that line. This keeps the wood grain going in one direction. throw more bushing on there, and the front part. Get everything all tightened up. Grab my tool, get everything put in place. Make sure I get my mask, and get my cutting tools and begin this process. So what I'm doing here is filling this crack in with some CA glue and some sawdust. It almost matches the grain of the wood, but it also gives it some more character. So it's time to start sanding this. I'm gonna sand it starting with 120 grit and work my way up to 600. I start the lathe on slow, and then after I get through turning it with 120, I'll turn the lathe off and then go and sand with the grain with 120. And I'm gonna repeat this process for every grit, working my way up to 600. When I'm done sanding, I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel here and just wipe off as much of the dust as I can. I like to use a thin layer of CA glue to finish my pens. And then I'll polish it up real nice. Now it's time to put everything together. Start with the tip, then the twisting mechanism, and then I'll test out the insert or the ink to make sure that it doesn't go too far, because if you push that thing in too far, it is hard to correct. Then I'll put that back end with the clip on, and there we go. And there we have it. The first pen of 2024 for Merschwerks is complete. If you're interested in buying this pen, it is available for sale on my website right now. Limited quantities, as it's just one pen. If there's any tips or tricks that I missed, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all constructive criticism. And, oh man, I don't know if you could see that, but it is freezing in this shop. I'm done. I want to get inside and warm up. So, again, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and come back next week for a new video. Thanks again.